I'm Simone, East Clare for Palestine, and on Monday, the 18th of November, I am participating in the Hunger for Justice campaign. I'm dedicating my fast to Ahmed Fatima, a journalist who was murdered in an Israeli bombardment while covering the news at the entrance of Al-Shifa Hospital on the 14th of November 2023. For over a year now, we have watched an ongoing televised genocide in Gaza and now in Lebanon. We have watched while over 43,000 Palestinians, mainly women and children, have been murdered by the Israelis. And that figure, that official figure, does not include those who died, the thousands who died screaming under the rubble of buildings, of neighbourhoods and of whole cities. For over a year, we have watched the Israelis bomb hospitals, bomb shelters and deliberately target journalists, doctors and aid workers. We have watched while children have been burnt alive in tents. And now we are watching a whole population being starved. What can possibly justify what Israel is doing? And why is this genocide in all its horror, its brutality and destruction being allowed to continue for over a year? The answer is actually quite simple. It has been allowed to continue because it has the backing and the support of Western governments and their media. In this last year alone, the US has spent over $17 billion in military aid to Israel. The US and the Western governments and its media are supporting a colonial occupation and an apartheid state. And is Ireland any different? Just a couple of days ago, the Taoiseach, Simon Harris, said, and I quote, "The world cannot ignore the cries of the children in Gaza anymore. The people are starving. There is a humanitarian catastrophe." How can he say this and yet fail to act? The Irish government has still not enacted the Occupied Territories Bill. They still continue to trade with Israel. They have not imposed sanctions. And they still allow US warplanes and US troops stop and refuel at Shannon Airport. Ireland continues to be complicit in the genocide of the Palestinian people. That's why we, the people, need to let the government know in no uncertain terms that enough is enough. We need to take to the streets, we need to march, we need to protest, we need to shout like never ever before. And in the name of humanity, we the people need to do everything that is possible to stop this genocide. And more importantly, to show our solidarity with the very brave and courageous people of Palestine.